And it's Ken Kraetzer for Sons of American Legion Radio and RallyPoint.com at Army-Navy Media Day, and have a chance to talk with Sean Williams, who is a safety on the Navy football team and a captain. And Sean, good to see you. What is it like just for you to get near the Army game of your senior season?
It's a surreal moment. It's going to be the last game. I play for Navy, and it's an honor to always play in this game and to be healthy going into this one. It just means the most to me.
Very good. Now, tell us a little bit about why did you decide to enroll at the Naval Academy, and what part of the country are you from?
I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, the Mid-South area, and coming to the Naval Academy, it just looked like a place where I could grow the most as a person and as a leader, as a man, and I feel like this place was the one place that I would regret the most if I didn't come, so that's why I went here to go to the Naval Academy.
Very good. Tell us a little bit about what have been some of the challenges for you as a midshipman. You're a football player. Academics. How have you learned to manage and succeed at all the different challenges they have at the Naval Academy?
The main challenge, of course, is just time management, and then with those things, you just try the best to take one thing at a time. Everything that's on your plate, you got so much going on and so much to worry about. If you just create a list of things to do in priority and handle them one at a time, that's how you handle every day. That's the best you can do. So.
Very good. Now, I always ask our guests, and we spent a lot of time with Army, is what do you study? And tell us about the academic that you're studying at Navy.
I'm studying quantitative economics. So in the most simplest form, you could just say economics with a little bit more math courses, but high on economic theory and trying to use math to solve, economic questions and stuff like that. But it goes a lot farther in depth, but it's pretty complicated. And, with the regular core courses that we have that are pretty rigorous, it creates a challenge academically. So, it's a worthwhile experience in education.
Oh, absolutely. And what part of the Navy or Marine Corps might you be going to?
I'll be going to the Supply Corps for the Navy when I graduate, when we commission in May.
Very good. I've got two Navy officers in my family. They'd be very proud of you. Now, to get back to football, which is the reason we're here today, just a little bit about the Navy defense. You've had a lot of tackles at the safety position. Just tell us a little bit about some of the key players on your defense.
We got guys everywhere that are very good at what they do. Other partners, our depth at safety with Jawan and Jake Springer, those are guys that are very aggressive and very passionate in how they play out at corner. Our corners rotate so much because they're so good. We have a lot of depth there with Jared, Cameron, Mikey, who's in there, our freshman, Don Gillis, Micah Farrar, Marcus Wiggins, all those guys. And then our linebackers are the scariest I've seen in a minute with Hudson and Heflin. And then our D-line, the dogs, those guys really get after it. Jarvis, Marcus, Jackson, I can name literally everybody at every position, and our guys are really aggressive and try to hold the identity of Navy football.
So this is what we enjoy this day so much, because we get a chance to visit with members of the Navy football team and meet future Navy officers like yourself. Tell us a little bit now. You're going to be facing an Army offense that's running for 300 yards a game, stood up to the likes of Oklahoma. You guys stood up to Notre Dame pretty well. When you see the Army offense and their version of the option, what do you say? What do you think? And what are some of the keys to trying to play good defense against them?
Oh, we recognize how good they are. They're a team that executes, that comes off the ball, that that plays very well, and has control of the game, and that pounds it down people's mouths basically. And with basically how good they are, we just try to focus on execution and preparation. The keys are just of any football game, you got to take care of the ball, you got to try to get them off the field in the short downs, and you got to try to out physical them. And they've been really good this year. Like you said, they held the likes of Oklahoma, going into overtime and stuff like that. So with a team that's coming like this, that's very prepared, you're just trying to, bring the respect with them and your preparation.
Absolutely, and just got to ask you about how Navy views the rivalry with Army. We're at Army a lot, and we hear the cheer every game, beat Navy. But how does Navy feel about the rivalry with Army?
We end every song with Beat Army. It's on the back of our T-shirts. It's in the weights. It's in the weight room. It's on posters. It's on walls. It's everywhere. So it means everything to the program for this game.
Well, Sean Williams, senior safety on the Navy football team, congratulations on a great career and future service as a U.S. Navy officer, and best wishes from everybody at the American Legion and the 1.5 million veterans at rallypoint.com. Good to meet you.
Thank you.
Our pleasure. This is Ken Kraetzer at Army-Navy Media Day.